the mission of the Imam, the mission of Islam, and the mission of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was actually to help human beings take that next evolutionary step. Biologists, they said that the first step is a single-celled organism. Then it becomes a multi-celled organism, right? Then the next step after that is that these multi-celled organisms start cooperating together in what is called a superorganism, which is like a beehive or an ant colony. And then the next step after that would be a superorganism. And that superorganism is when you have a collection of beehives that are independent of one another, but they're all cooperating amongst one another. And that is what we saw happen with the Ummah. And that's what we saw happen in Christianity, in early Christianity. And that's what we saw happen in many other of the divine religions. We saw that the apostles, in the case of Christianity, they all went out amongst the nations. One went to India, one went to Turkey, one went to Rome, one went here, one went there. And they formed these independent hives, or these independent Christian colonies, you know? But all of these Christian colonies began to cooperate with one another until they formed the basis for the Holy Roman Empire, or this great Christian civilization that was born after that. Now, whether or not they were following a correct Imam or not after so much time, that's a different conversation. But the notion or the idea is there. The same thing happens in Islam. Many Islamic communities start forming amongst these different countries and these different peoples, and then they all start cooperating with one another, and they decide to join one another in this grand caliphate, or this grand nation or ummah that's behaving as now a super organism. Civilizations and peoples that are choosing to cooperate with one another, and they're being held together by the Prophet Muhammad or by the Imam of the time. And that's the mission of the Mahdi, right? And that's what the narrations have stated, is that the Mahdi seeks to do what is the step after that. And the step after that would be a planetary union of cooperation, where all creatures on the planet cooperated with one another and operated as one single colony or one single hive. That is the next evolutionary step for mankind, when the whole planet is united